Hey everyone, welcome back to Burra Country, and this is Nyora, and this is where my rail trail adventures all began. And I just thought I'd pop out and do a quick video while I can't be out riding my bike at the moment. One, it's because the weather's really terrible, and two, because I've injured myself and also had some treatment done which has stopped me from getting on the bike. So I just thought I'd pop out and show you a couple of things that are happening here on the Great Southern Rail Trail. So between Nyora, which is Nyora's the western head of the trail, down to Korumburra, there's been some new signage. So that if you didn't know, all the trail from Leongatha right down to Welshpool originally was all very marked, and now it goes to Yarram, of course. Been doing some trail markers in the Welshpool to Yarram area as well, I believe. However, this area didn't have trail markers with distance markers or anything like that on it at this end. For whatever reason, it wasn't funded at the time or whatever. So the area between Nyora and Korumburra now does. So they've been putting up these signs. So, and good information. So there's some good, the map for what services are available between Nyora and Korumburra, and also there's a little bit of information about Nyora on here and the distance to the next town, and also some of those friendly instructions about how you should behave when using a rail trail, whether you're walking, riding, or whatever on the trail. So please have a look at that. So this is just down near the train station. It's across the road from the park in Nyora, and we're just going to pop down to all these little towns and just have a look at the new markers, and we'll add those to this video. So if I just have a walk up here, just so you can see where I am. This is the old station here. So just behind me, just going to go around there. So behind me now is the old Nyora station, and it's a signposting. That's a new sign as well. So really good. It's nice to see that these sort of little capital improvements on the place have been done. And of course down behind me, so the trail ends right there at the station, and there's the trail heading back down that direction. Next town is Lock. And Lock is a great place to stop for food as well. So it's a nice little town, and there's also good markets there. Nyora here, there's a little shopping area. There's a cafe across the road. There's a little shop here, and there are a few things around. I noticed that there's on the weekend here at the hall, there's the local op shop operating as well. So if you're coming out to the Great Southern Rail Trail, pop in, make sure you have a look around the towns as well. When you're on the trail, stop in the towns, give them some business. Let's pop down and we'll go and have a look at Lock and see what they've got. So I've put up a screenshot of the marker for this town. So there's a marker just down the end of the road here. See you in Lock. Okay, so we're in Lock now, and I've just eaten some food over in Lock Village. So if you're in town, go and try out the local food services. So this is the Lock train station up there behind me. There's a new Lock sign for the station there. There's new signage here pointing which way to go into town, which is always good to know. And we've also got the signage, which I'll pop a screenshot up of for the new one, where it tells you all about the local town and the distances to go and the elevations and all that sort of stuff. So very cool so far. Now I haven't been able to ride the trail between Nyora and here. I'm actually driving between them at the moment. I'll put this all together. But please tell me if you've ridden this trail recently, or since I've been putting up the signage. Are there markers along the trail length telling you how far you are from each town? So if they are, please put in the comments down below and tell us if there's markers along the trail now, because it wasn't previously between Nyora and Korumburra. I'm heading off to Beena now to have a look at what they've got there. Okay, so I'm down here in Beena now, and Beena is got some new signs as well. So there's a sign there pointing up to town. Now there's not a lot in Beena as far as services go, but there is a toilet there now. There's also car parking here, which is always really good to know. And there's a little like a picnic area, playground up there as well. So when you're heading into Beena, when you see that sign, you just take this little road, this little right hand. If I'm heading towards Korumburra, it's up on the right here, and you just go up this hill here, and it's right there is where the parking and everything is. So it's pretty good, and it's a nice little place, Beena. Worth a quick stop and having a look around. So, and again, another one of these places where there's some fabulous little bridges to ride under and that sort of thing. So yeah, let's head off back down to Korumburra now, which is the end point here as well. So now the other thing that I did notice just before I go is that there are new signage as well, and I'm pretty certain these are all new signs on the highway coming along here, pointing out that the Great Southern Rail Trail is here, which I don't think, or if they were there, they weren't quite as pronounced as before, but they all look like they've been updated and new. So it is pointing to the town, and when you come into the townships now, there's better signage around, which is great to see. Let's head off to Korumburra. I'll just show you a few shots before we go of what's up here in the car park and around, so you can see where you're headed. Okay, so we're in Korumburra now, and there's new signage just as you're coming into town from the lock end, and I know there's also a sign the other end there just coming up when you come to the bridge coming from Leongatha. So there's new signage there. There's a new big sign, and there's also a new sign on the railway station. Wouldn't it be great if someone started doing something with that? Wouldn't it be cool? But there's also extensions. I'm just going to flip the camera around. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of work going on here. There's more car parking by the looks of things there. So hopefully there's going to be some good car parking there where people can park with a trailer, let's hope, so that they can park there if they've got a bike trailer on the back, and there's a bit of extra space, because this is actually a pretty busy spot here, just up where the trail meets here in Korumburra, because that's the entry into town. So you're right there with Kelly's Cafe, there's and bakery, there's other bakeries in town, there's a number of other cafes in town, so they're all there as well, and this is where it all comes into one place. So parking can be a premium at times, so it's good to see more parking going in. So that's just a quick update of the signage on the Great Southern Rail Trail at my end of town, and some of the updates have been done along. As I said, put some comments down below if there's other signage along the trail that I haven't seen. Please put some comments down there and tell people that it's there. There's also the new toilet block up here, which I have put a short up over once before, so that the toilet amenities have been updated and the picnic areas here in Korumburra have been updated as well. So all good, and hopefully I'll be back out on a trail very shortly. Got some things planned for the rest of the year, so hopefully we'll be able to get a lot more in coming up in Burra Country. See you next time.